Hey everyone, and welcome to Firmly Plantis Wellness Live. I am so excited to introduce you to an amazing woman with a super inspiring story today. Today, I have with me as our guest Joan Aubele, and in a minute I'll tell you about her. But if this is the first time that you and I are meeting, my name is Lissa Figgins, and I help women and women leaders to prioritize their wellness with a simple plan so that we can look, feel, and give our best. And today I have with me Joan Aubele, who is an author, a speaker, and a cancer survivor. And what I love is that she is taking her story and she is helping others to learn how to overcome challenges as well. So, Joan, welcome to our show today. Tell us a little bit about your story and how that's inspiring what you're doing today as a
Sure.
speaker and an author.
Thank you, Lisa, for having me here today. Let me tell you a little bit about the book. Um, when I was 29, my children were 11, 8, and 4 months old. I was actually nursing the 4 month old when I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. It's a long stage for acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
My goodness,
Um,
that's a
the, doc-
long name.
I know for me, I know what it is, but I have to really stop and think how to say it for everyone
Right.
else. Um, I wasn't given to the end of the week to live. I didn't
Wow.
hear about this until afterwards, but they told my husband. So they delayed the chemotherapy because I thought I would be passed away by then, and why put me through their terrible ordeal of it. Was there still, so they went through all the procedures and the treatments. I had every single anytime they had like a possible side effect, I happened to get it.
Ah,
Had high fevers, I was allergic to medicines, tremors, seizures. I used to sleep with like one leg laying out the underneath the sheets because I was dying of I was so hot. Um, I was in the hospital for 3 months, which is they don't really do that now, but of course I was 100% sepsis. There's no way I can even leave home to go home. Um, Prayers led to miracles, and now I'm here. It'll be 30 years. It was 30 years in March. So,
wow, that is amazing to go from, not having very much time that you were given to now 30 years later, you got an
right.
opportunity to raise your kids and,
Yes. And
be the
have four
mom that you've wanted to be.
grandchildren.
Oh my goodness, what a gift. What
Yeah.
a blessing. So you talked about how you felt like prayers and things and that type of thing really helped you. Tell us a little bit more about, in a difficult situation, what really helped you to go through that and to have that strength and that faith to keep going.
Um, yes, I would say my mother had always taught me to pray and have a very close relationship to God. To think of me as your best friend. So what do you do when you're going through something big or either something positive or something negative? You run to your friend. Well, I just naturally ran to God. And
Mm.
I used to talk with them all day long. um, People would come into the room like housekeeping just to pick up and clean up the room a little. And they would hear me talking. I'm like, I'm not crazy,
I'm
really. I'm
not
just
crazy.
talking to God. They're probably thinking, oh, this poor girl, she's out of it.
Right.
Um, but I just prayed all the time. And at the time, it was Father Bob was a chaplain. He used to come in every day, almost every day, and we would talk about the Lord's being there with me. So I really felt like he was right there with me.
Mm.
um, is he would actually give me communion. I would cry. I still
Right.
do now every time I think about it.
Mm.
I would picture Jesus actually giving me Holy Communion, or like
Yes.
when he gave
Right.
me a million different. At the time they're called blessed, right now they're called the blessing of the sick, and I would picture actually Jesus
Mm.
placing his hands on me. So
Mm.
it was just I was so overwhelmed all the time, and I got tons of cards and letters from people, and I just felt that God was putting these people in my path.
Right.
So
Yes, he does that, doesn't he? So, not
yeah,
everybody is going through stage 4 terminal cancer. But there are difficult things that are going on. I mean, even just with what's been happening over the last couple of months, right? Like life has not looked like
exactly,
what people expected.
exactly.
So, what would be like your top tip that, or something that would be helpful for someone
Let's
that may be
see.
going through something difficult?
Um, Let's see. I have three. I don't know if we have time for these or not. Um, I would say let go of all your worries.
Hmm.
Learn to lean on God. He is your best friend, as a matter of fact. As soon as you lean on him, you're going to feel immediate lift off your shoulders.
Right,
And
right.
problems aren't going to disappear, but you're not going to be so focused on them. You're going to
Yeah.
think, I'll just kind of roll with the punches. God has a plan for it, and I'll be okay.
I love that because you know what? When we try to keep it all on our shoulders, it weighs us down, and
It's right.
and we have an opportunity to not only have have our relationship with God be a part of that, but other people, and to let them take some of that burden as
Exactly.
well. So I know that you're excited about your second book coming out and sharing your story and the things that you've learned. So if someone wants to get in touch with you to learn a little bit more, to read your books or find out how to get them, what can you offer them? And then I'll have you put those links down in the comments.
Sure. If anybody needs to contact me, if they'd like to purchase a book, or if they want to just chat, and like you said, you're going through things. It doesn't have to be cancer; it could just be some turmoil in your life. You want to reach out to me? jathedance@yahoo.com. I can also be reached on LinkedIn, which I'll put the link on the bottom. If you can follow me on Goodreads and even mark the book to read, that'd be awesome.
Okay,
And I also do have a personal Facebook page for another Facebook page as well. So then I'll be
fantastic.
talking about my new book as well.
Good. And when someone, if someone's going through something difficult, like you have a depth that has come from your experience. So I encourage you, if you're listening right now and you have some difficult things going on and you'd like to get some inspiration, some hope, some just a different perspective. Sometimes just listening to someone else's story makes us feel like, wow, mine isn't quite so as hard as I thought it was,
But
right?
that's how I feel. That's how
Yes,
I feel. Yeah.
exactly. So I encourage you, if you're listening, to go ahead and go click down in the comments and check out those ways to get in touch and to read what it is that she's doing. And I'm
Sure.
also offering a free call to talk about, what's working in your life right now. Maybe it's health related, maybe it's things related to finances or the way that you spend your time. And I think before we start a new year, it's really important to evaluate where we are and where we want to be. So I'll put a link to that down below as well. So thank you, Joan, so much for being on with us today. I
Sure.
appreciate you
Thank
sharing
you.
your story and look forward to hearing more and seeing your new book coming out soon.
Great. Thank you, Lisa.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time on
Bye.
Firmly Planted Wellness. Bye bye.